We're set for the resumption of working-level talks between the US and North Korea this weekend, but have comments by now ex-National Security Adviser John Bolton disrupted the process or provided a bitter dose of Washington's reality? Despite being out of the Trump administration now, Bolton's broken his silence and has had plenty to say. I'm Alex Jensen for Korea Now. So it's been a busy week. First, we saw Bolton make his first public remarks since leaving the White House at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. He made a series of startling comments which seemed to confirm how his advice might have stood in the way of any kind of US compromise on North Korea. For example, he insisted North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will never give up his nuclear weapons voluntarily under the current circumstances, offering regime change in Pyongyang as a solution to consider. He added, if you believe that it is unacceptable for North Korea to have nuclear weapons, at some point, military force has to be an option. In Bolton's view, these are more important questions than whether President Donald Trump can get another summit with Chairman Kim. Aside from the fact that North Korea might wonder why an ousted official has such a public platform still, especially given its own tough stance on ex-officials, Bolton's remarks appear to undercut the Trump administration, just ahead of North Korea's announcement that working-level dialogue would resume this weekend, the first denuclearization negotiations since the breakdown of the Hanoi summit in February, and long overdue. Bolton criticized some parts of the world for being ready to fall succor to Pyongyang's calls for action, and criticized South Korea directly for providing aid even as North Korea continues to test missiles, as we also just saw in the past week. So more than ever, this weekend will be a test of the Trump administration's diplomacy. The US leader earlier promised a new method in negotiating with the North, and he seems ready to compromise where Bolton wasn't. At least it's that expectation that seems to be giving Pyongyang hope. First Vice Foreign Minister Son-hui said that this week she expects working-level negotiations to accelerate the positive development of the North Korea-US relationship. Pyongyang's ambassador to the United Nations, Kim Jong-un, also urged the US earlier this week to come to denuclearization negotiations with a new proposal acceptable to Pyongyang and to either open a window of opportunity or an occasion that will hasten the crisis. But the North will also have to lay out clear denuclearization steps for the US to even consider a phased approach rather than the all-or-nothing big deal reportedly pushed for in the past. It's all the more important for Trump now he has an impeachment inquiry hanging over him and more pressure ahead of his effort to be re-elected. He'll not want to be seen as soft on North Korea. If Trump can present a real denuclearization roadmap, it would be a political win and keep foreign policy hawks like Bolton at bay.